Ni hao nyang. Hello, I'm the Dark Vein. Welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. We're about to head into our first class trial. I still have no idea who it is. Monokuma Rock.
Huh? Are you kidding me?
Hey, what the heck is that mountain? When did that get there? Never mind that. How did they even make a mountain shaped like Monokuma?
No way.
That story might be true after all. There might be an enormous organization involved in all this. You mean what Byakuya said before, right?
You are right.
Byakuya, we still needed his knowledge. We still can't believe he's dead. Byakuya. What happened to Gundam and Fuyuhiko? Now that you mention it, it appears they aren't here yet.
I got it!
I know, they probably ran away.
No way!
Hell nah. Hell nah. There's no way I'd let them escape, you know. Look, I dragged this one back over here.
Don't fuck with me!
I'm telling you, let me go.
Hey!
Hey now.
Come on
If you keep acting violent, I might just eat you up.
Hey!
Hey, Fuyuhiko, what were you doing all this time?
Huh?
Nothing. I wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling in my room when I suddenly heard that fat bastard got killed. Who the fuck cares about that anyway? How can you say something so irresponsible?
Do you understand?
We've been doing our best to investigate this murder even though we don't want to, just to survive.
Wait!
Mihiru, that's enough. You too, Fuyuhiko. Dumbass. Still don't know how to do her voice. And I guess we're waiting for Gundam.
What happened?
I am right
sir?
here.
Now then, let us begin.
But how did he get his earring back? Don't let it be Gundam. He got his earring back, which means he knows how to get under the floor. Remember this well. A main character arrives when he intends to. Huh?
Hey.
It seems you noticed it too. Oh, if I did, then I'm right.
Well now.
Alright, now that everyone's all together, let's take the secret entrance to the trial field.
Wait!
But please, wait a second.
What's this?
My, Monomi, just what are you doing here? Nobody asked for you.
What?
Do you actually want to join in?
You masochistic mascot!
Oh. Do you want to taste how powerless you are at the class trial? You're an even bigger masochist than I thought.
Special bleeding service!
Oh well, I'm a big brother who dotes on his little sister. I shall allow your special participation.
See ya later!
I'll go on ahead and wait for you guys, so hurry over.
Huh?
He told us to come, but how do we get there? Don't see any doors or vehicles.
What's going on?
He mentioned something about a secret entrance, was it? Secret entrance? Gundam. Oh. Nagito? You were wondering about Gundam too, right? You too, huh? Please let it be red herring. Oh, rawr. What the? Something's shaking? This is dangerous. Everyone, please get down. Something came out?
No way.
Could it be? Is he telling us to enter it?
What?
Such a suspicious aura. Even Crimson Steel Elephant Magazine is trembling with fear. That's so totally suspicious.
Hey!
Forgive me. Seriously, just forgive me already. Hey, why don't we just stop here? I mean, none of this is real anyway. Like, not even remotely.
No way!
There's no way. There's just no way we'll find the killer.
Stupid.
Complaining won't get us anywhere. If you're really a man, then man up for God's sake. We've come this far. We have no choice but to keep moving forward. You're right. There's nowhere for us to run. We need to do it. If that's everyone's decision, I'll just follow you guys.
Yep.
If this were a video game, it'd have a very high difficulty level. Let's do our best to clear the game. Thanks for talking at me, Chiaki. Shaking with fear and nervousness, I hesitantly lifted my feet and stepped onto the escalator. I won't think anymore. If I think, I'll run away. All I could do was stare upward intensely as the escalator carried me. And when each of us entered Monokuma Rock, okay. Ah, the good old elevator. This is an elevator. I see, the entire rock is an elevator. Once again, Monokuma is doing what he pleases. However, if it's gone this far and made something like this, I don't think he's playing around. Even so, we're going pretty deep. You're right. I heard an unnerving chattering sound inside my head. I soon realized it was the sound of my teeth. All I could do was press my lips tightly so everyone else couldn't hear it. Don't be Gundam! No! Although he was one of my early, suspicions with the earring dropping. I think I said that, what if it didn't drop through the floorboards? What if he, like, had gone down and it had dropped there? There we were, listening to unpleasant roars as the elevator plunged deeper and deeper into the earth. Some time passed before the elevator finally finished descending. And then the elevator door slowly opened. Ooh, it's okay, it's pretty similar to the previous trial rooms. Okay, welcome! This is the class trial field. How do you like it? It's a special place that will decide your fates.
Why, you?
What the hell is he thinking? Locking us in a chic-looking place like this?
Don't fuck with me.
Are you fucking crazy? Don't mess with me, asshole. Complain all you like, I'm used to it by now. Come on, you're wasting your time and energy. Hurry up and take your seats where your names are written. It looks like everyone knows. Even if we try to resist, it won't change a thing. Just as Monokuma ordered, we walked toward the seats we'd been assigned. From this point on, we need to find out who killed Byakuya. This Gundam also didn't say anything. Fuck. The ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. He was overly critical, arrogant, and condescending. But he also had a strong sense of responsibility. Because with great power comes... Okay. As we were panicking, he accepted his role as leader and tried his very best to keep us together. A guy like him got murdered. The person who did it is one of us? I didn't notice Kazuichi had a braid. I can't believe it. There's no way I can believe it. But if it's really true, we need to find out by any means possible. Because that's our only option. There's no way for us to survive unless we sacrifice the killer. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. I would like to say very much, please. Oh, I don't think I have any skills yet. Yeah. The blue hue of our vacation is now a crimson red. Is the killer really one of us? Or is it someone else? But how could it be someone else? The class trial starts now. Okay. Let me look at my truth bullets. Just gonna review Samanakum, so I know like what each one's about. The victim's body was discovered in the dining hall. Time of death is 11:30. Repeatedly stabbed over 10 times between the throat and abdominal region. Aside from that, no other external injuries and no chemicals such as poison. Oh, the body was under the table, face down, as if Byakuya were reaching for something. Could he have like hid under the table and found the goggles, the knife, or maybe seen somebody down there? A blood-stained knife found under the table where the body was discovered. A glowing paint-like substance coats it. A pool of blood formed underneath the body, around the body, underneath the table. A lot of blood was splattered against the inside of the tablecloth. Also, there was no sign that the body was dragged through the bloodstain. Full of gaps, Gundam dropped one of his earrings through these gaps. Dropped it through. Maybe he found a way, and then that can be used to corner the real killer. Please don't be Gundam. I'll be so sad. The AC timer in the dining hall was set to 11:30, and in the office as well. Night vision goggles found under the body came from the supermarket. Mikan. By the time the lights came back on, so there's no way she could have done it because she was tied up with sausages somehow. Duralumin case, the case Byakuya had with him. A lot of security equipment inside and a hard plastic case as well. The key to the other Duralumin case is inside here as well. Ibuki could identify all the people who were talking. So Mihiru and Kazuichi, then she spoke, then Mihiru again, Hiyoko, Byakuya, Nagito, Akane, Teru, Sonia, Kazuichi. So the people who didn't talk were me, Gundam, Nekomaru. Neko wasn't there. Fuyuhiko obviously wasn't there. That's it, right? The irons. There were 3 irons placed inside the storage room. When Nagito had found them, they were all turned on. Blood-stained tablecloth. This is found randomly stuffed inside the laundry hamper. The gas stove in the kitchen is powered by electricity. That's why Teru couldn't use it during the blackout. Teru poured his heart and soul into cooking various party dishes. However, Akane and Pekka were the only ones who ate them. That doesn't seem like it'd be true, but okay. Fire door. If a fire breaks out, the fire door in the hallway of the old building can be shut to keep the fire from spreading. The knife found at the crime scene was not included on the kitchen's equipment list. All the dangerous equipment that could be a potential weapon was confiscated by Byakuya, but apparently there's an iron plate for barbecue and a Why do they keep saying that? There's an iron plate for barbecue and a portable stove for cooking hot pots. When Shiaki was standing outside, Fuyuhiko apparently came to the old building, then walked away. Threatening letter. Oh, that's right. That was found inside Byakuya's room. Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone. The author of those letters unknown. Kazuichi's account. During the search for Byakuya after the blackout, Kazuichi headed straight to the office. He didn't see anyone there, including Peko. According to Mikan's autopsy, Byakuya sustained several puncture wounds to his chest and abdomen. They were inflicted by a thin, sharp weapon, roughly 5 millimeters in diameter. Nekomaru kept trying to use the bathroom since before the party started, but someone was using it the whole time. But who? Everyone was accounted for. He was able to enter the bathroom after Byakuya's body was discovered. Ooh.
Now then, let's begin.
Okay, I'm gonna skip kind of this because
you will present your arguments for who
I already know how this works.
Vote for who did
Oh my god,
it.
Panomi is tied up in a rope over there.
If you vote correctly, then only the black.
But if you pick the wrong person, we'll all be dead.
Such a cruel rule.
Oh.
Before we begin, I'd like to confirm one thing. Is there really a killer among us?
Most definitely. There's no doubt that the Blackened is lurking among you. Such a sad state of affairs, isn't it?
Please don't be
By
Gundam.
the way, this class trial is gonna be 100% fair, so there's no need to worry. I'm the type who hates favoritism and prejudice. Well, not as much as I hate Monami, of course.
That's mean.
You hate me that much?
Oh,
Now, let's begin.
poor baby.
You're telling us to begin, but what are we supposed to do?
No complaining, let's just settle this with our fists.
Were you even listening to the rules?
Didn't that Byakuya bastard get killed in the dining hall, huh? Then everyone there is a fucking suspect.
Yeah, what you're really trying to say is that you're not the killer, right?
No shit.
Right?
You guys went off on your own and started killing each other. This has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, but you might have seen something. Or are you just useless?
Huh? What does that mean?
Anyway, why don't we try talking about the most pressing issue on our minds?
It's like debate class.
Huh. The most pressing issue on our minds?
Where we found the body. It's very strange to find a body underneath a table.
Then, let's start with that mystery.
The reason why Byakuya's body was discovered under the dining hall table. We can start with that. But ultimately, we need to find out who murdered him. Doi. If we can't do that. Yeah, we get it, Hajime. No, thinking about if is a waste of time. We have to do this, no matter what. So the class trial has finally started. From this point on, I will provide simple tutorials at every important moment. I'm sorry, but please excuse my ear-tainting rudeness. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, all of your classmates will speak one after the other without any breaks. It's up to you to reveal any lies or mistakes contained within their statements. This means you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Out of all the truth bullets you find during your investigation, only the relevant ones will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to move the reticle, then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and choose your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Here we go. Make your argument. Oh my god, it's coming back. Knife bloodstain. Alright, it's probably bloodstain. Okay.
Why was Byakuya's
Body.
in a place like that?
Dunno.
His body was underneath the table at the very back of the dining hall.
Oh, but ooh.
After the killer murdered
I love his
Byakuya,
voice.
they probably moved the body there.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, it's counter. What was Mako? Was it objection
I don't
before?
think the killer moved the body.
Huh? Why?
Try to remember what the body looked like when we found it under the table. Though there was a lot of blood everywhere, there was no sign the killer actually dragged the body through it.
So that's why you think it's impossible that the killer moved the body. I see. I get your point.
I get your point.
Aw, and here I thought I had a genius idea.
Oh, Kazuichi, sweet boy. Maybe a little smaller so you can see the faces.
Too bad you're so stupid and boring and unpopular. Your life is meaningless.
Oh, Hiyoko. I kind of want you to kill someone just so we can, like, get you out of here.
I respond better to praise, you know.
Oh. I don't know why. I feel bad for Hisoda.
But if the killer didn't move the body, why was it under the table?
Byakuya was probably killed under the table.
What? You think he was killed under the table?
We just said.
So Byakuya snuck under the table for reasons unknown, and that's when he was killed.
Correct.
Then, shortly thereafter, we found his body under the table.
Still can't believe Akane, like, sniffed it out.
That does make sense, but why did he go under the table?
Obviously, he was hiding so he could surprise us. That dude was always a big jokester.
I don't think you could be any more wrong, Akane.
The hell he was? You seriously couldn't tell what kind of person he was?
Please no one kill
Maybe he
Kazuichi
panicked
either.
during the blackout and dove under the table.
I don't know. I feel like in the first game, I didn't really get that attached to anyone. Like, obviously, like, Kyoko I always liked. Aoi was cool. I guess Celeste was probably my favorite. But like, yeah, everyone else was kind of like, okay, whatever. But I don't know, in this one, I'm like, I really like some of the characters and I really don't want anything bad to happen to them.
It's a blackout, not an earthquake. Just because the power went out doesn't mean you dive under the table.
Maybe I'll change
The
Nidai's
reason
voice.
why is probably connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, don't you think?
Nagito is like our new Kyoko, I feel like. The reason Byakuya dove under the table. If it's connected to what Byakuya was doing during the party, then it's probably... Oh. What? I'm confused. I don't understand. What he was doing at the party? Oh, like I think it's the letter, right? Oh.
Crap!
I'm confused as to what the question is. Dove under the table? If it's connected to what he was doing during the party. This?
I can prove it with this.
He found the knife?
It probably has something to do with the knife we found under the table.
Knife? Oh, you mean that thing that obviously screams, I am the murder weapon!
Byakuya probably noticed the knife was hidden there.
But how? See, that's what I didn't understand because, like, how? I don't think glow in the dark. I guess if that's a really thin tablecloth. No, how? If it's like stuck to the table, how would you look? Oh, whatever.
So in order to get it, he moved under the table.
Sure.
He was particularly sensitive to the presence of dangerous items, so I cannot deny that possibility. But how did he notice that there was a knife under the table?
Like, I get night vision goggles, but I guess if it's glow in the dark paint, it would come up brighter.
If he knew beforehand, he probably would have done something about it before the blackout, right?
Okay.
Then, instead of knowing about it beforehand, maybe he saw it right at that moment.
How did he just happen to have night vision goggles?
For example, he might have seen someone trying to take the knife out from under the table.
No, that's not possible.
What? You seem rather confident about that.
Of course. I have proof to back me up.
This is almost like a real trial.
Thanks, Monokuma. During the previous statement, there was only one weak spot, but from this point on, there will be various weak spots standing in your way. No matter how many weak spots there will be only one lie or contradiction in the debate at a time. This means there will be false weak spots. If you shoot a false weak spot with a truth bullet, not only will you fail to refute what was said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. If your influence gauge reaches 0, you will fail, so please be extra careful. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or mistakes. Also, if you concentrate by holding down the space key, you can progress the argument slowly. Please use it whenever you feel like the statements are moving too fast for you to aim. However, this does consume the focus gauge, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Make your argument. Net vision goggles, baby. There it is.
I'm sure Byakuya ducked under the table during the blackout.
Okay.
That sounds correct.
Okay.
If that's the case... During the blackout, Mr. Ham Hands must have seen the killer take the knife.
But it was super pitch black. It was so dark I couldn't see my food.
Okay.
Byakuya couldn't see in the dark either.
Hello.
No, that's wrong!
No, Byakuya was probably the only one who was able to see in the dark.
Why do you say that?
He was using those night vision goggles we found under the table. He could have seen what was happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, Are you saying Byakuya was the one who used those night vision goggles?
Byakuya.
Yeah, that seems to be the case.
Your reasoning is out of focus.
Whoa. What?
No, that's obviously wrong. It should be the other way around.
The other way around?
Seriously? The killer used those night vision goggles, not Byakuya.
Interesting. This is new. Were you surprised by my hero's sudden argument? Just between you and me, I was also surprised. Just kidding. I'm sorry. Now then, when this kind of argument surfaces, you will go into a one-on-one debate called Rebuttal Showdown. In this mode, you have to counter the other person's claim, draw out their weak points, and argue against them. Please counter the other person's remarks with the WASD keys. Based on the shape of their remarks, it's important to know whether to cut vertically, sideways, or diagonally. And based on that, you can skew the debate's mood to your advantage. On the other hand, if you ignore the other person's remarks, it will skew toward their advantage. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, a number that shows the sharpness of your counter is displayed. This is the number of times you can cut remarks during one round of the debate. You will lose counts of sharpness even if you miss, so please be very careful. When the mood skews to your advantage for a certain length of time, the other party's argument changes. This means the conversation will develop. If that happens, they will end up divulging some weak spots. However, you cannot normally cut remarks that contain weak spots. Instead, it will skew the mood toward the other party's advantage. Plus, it's gonna be very big. What? I'm so confused. Just like a regular debate, please refute any weak spots with the left mouse button. Of course, if you don't have the correct truth bullet, you will not be able to cut an opponent's remark. Truth blade, excuse me. Huh? Huh? What's a truth blade? I am terribly sorry. It appears there has been a delay in contacting you. I will make sure the person in charge of contacting you takes a very long vacation. In this mode, truth bullets will be called truth blades. That's about it. There won't be any other changes to your handbook menu. Only the name was changed, but don't you think a change in feeling is important? Am I playing Fruit Ninja all of a sudden? But this is like Argument Ninja? If you press the escape key, you can reveal the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun! I'm so confused. How do I use WASD? Oh god.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Damn it!
Oh god, what? I don't understand how this mode works. Okay, sorry.
If you just use common sense. The killer obviously used those night vision goggles. That's gotta be it.
Where's your proof that the killer used them?
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, so those goggles were planned if the killer brought them to the crime scene.
Yeah, brought them to the crime scene. I'm sure Byakuya brought the night vision goggles. I need to refute them with evidence.
Because if they used night vision goggles, then they could have killed Byakuya even in the dark. I mean, in reality, that's so those goggles were planned in advance. The killer brought them to the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words.
What? Okay.
No, Byakuya was definitely the one who brought those night vision goggles.
Definitely? But why?
Inside the Duralumin case Byakuya had with him during the party, he found a smaller
That's
case
what
for
the
storing
case
night
is
vision
for.
goggles.
Which means we can assume that the night vision goggles were kept inside that Duralumin case as well. Woohoo! I said assume! Ibuki never uses such clever language.
It's a very basic word. Okay.
Plus, Byakuya was the only one who could have taken the night vision goggles out of the case.
I'm sorry, that rebuttal thing was really confusing. I was just supposed to slash things. Just
Since he
press
was carrying it around before
WASD.
the blackout in the first place.
Okay.
I see. When you put it like that, it makes sense.
Then, was that knife inside the case too?
If there were night vision goggles inside, it wouldn't be weird for a knife to be in there too.
No, because it was taped.
It would be weird.
I am weird, aren't I? At times like this, I'd rather be fantasizing about tonight's main dish.
Ew! You totally mean that in a perverted way.
The knife was brought in the duralumin case along with the night vision goggles too? No, that's not possible. The knife was hidden in the dining hall before the party even started. I should be able to prove it with the duct tape.
I see! There was duct tape left under the table where the body was found. Huh? Duct tape? They probably hid the knife by duct taping it to the underside of the table.
Oh, so that's why we found duct tape there.
Though Byakuya was thorough, even he couldn't have noticed a weapon taped to the underside of the table.
This may be off topic, but why was Byakuya acting so paranoid? Not only did he bring a self-defense kit,
Yeah,
but he
taser.
had night vision goggles inside the case too.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm
He went above
night
and
vision
beyond,
goggles,
being
that's
a little
surprising.
cautious.
Now that you mention it, that applies to the dangerous items he confiscated as well. It's one thing to be a little cautious, but performing a body check is a bit much.
He probably knew. Someone was planning to commit a murder.
Are you saying he predicted the murder? Could it be? Was he also in possession of the all-seeing eye?
Also?
You think so too, right, Hajime?
That's right, Byakuya probably knew there was a possibility that a murder would occur. Because of the letter.
I can prove it with this! Everyone, can you please take a look at this?
Whose handwriting is it? Be careful, the first kill will happen tonight. Someone will definitely kill someone.
Hey, the hell is this?
Hajime and I found this in Byakuya's cottage.
It looks like a threatening letter someone sent to him.
So, who's the someone?
Nobody besides Monokuma would write such a dumb, threatening letter like that.
God, Hiyoko, every word out of your mouth is like venom.
Wasn't me!
Are you sure?
Oh, so cute.
The only lies I tell are friendly lies!
I'm not gonna
Those are
question.
still lies.
Oh,
Doesn't matter who wrote it yet. So, Byakuya became paranoid because of this threatening letter?
He probably decided to throw.
I feel like it was
a party because
Nagito
of
who
the letter.
wrote it. I don't know why. Because, like, how else would he know about it? He told us to go check the cottage.
What do you mean?
What if Nagito's the imposter?
By gathering everyone in one place, he tried to create a situation where everyone could keep tabs on each other. In doing so, he tried to put the writer of the letter in a situation where they couldn't act.
But the letter might have been just a little prank.
As long as he was determined not to let any of us die, he couldn't take that risk. His strong sense of responsibility made him believe the letter was legitimate.
I want to turn down the music some. It's fine.
He should have told us he received a threatening letter.
If he had, we would have panicked. Byakuya probably knew that too.
So, he tried to do something about it without telling anyone? I see. Strong sense of responsibility as our leader was his undoing.
Screw that noise! Who the hell wrote that letter?
Well, obviously, the killer.
The killer. Is it really one of us? Who is it? Among us, who's the one? Who's sus? Who killed Byakuya?
Enough already! Show yourself, you coward!
Is that their way of showing me the answer?
If they were willing to come forward, they never would have committed a murder in the first place.
Why are you always like that? But I still can't believe it. Someone in this room killed Byakuya. There's no way I can believe that yet.
Pardon me. Can I say something, please?
What is it, Miss Sonia?
I regret that I must return to this topic, but I just realized something concerning the night vision goggles.
Did you hear like how soft Kazuichi's voice got with Sonia?
If Byakuya was indeed wearing those goggles, how did the killer manage to navigate in the dark?
You're right. They wouldn't have been able to see anything without the night vision goggles. But if the murderer had the goggles when they took the knife, then how did Byakuya see them?
Even if the knife bore some sort of mark, it would have been difficult to see it in that darkness.
No, the killer definitely used a mark. And because of this mark, the killer was able to get the knife from under the table with his hands.
I see! What if the glowing paint was the mark? With that, you'd be able to get the knife even in the dark. In actuality, the knife we found under the table and the duct tape stuck to the underside of the table were both marked with glowing paint, right?
Does that mean the killer painted them in advance?
But painting them with glowing paint? It's as if they knew the blackout was going to happen.
Where would you get glowing paint? The marketplace maybe has it? Or the storage room? I'm gonna say, what if it's Nagito? No.
They had to have already known. That's why they used the glowing paint as a mark. Which means whoever set up the blackout is the killer.
That's... Don't act so smug. That's literally not...
That seals it. The killer is whoever
No.
was in the office with the circuit breaker.
Incorrect.
Which means it was you, Peko Pekoyama!
Peko killed poor Byakuya? Was this island not big enough for 2 glasses wearers? I'm not the killer.
That's funny.
Oh, I guess she's not.
How can you believe her so easily?
But with Peko's height, I don't think she'd be able to reach the
That's
circuit
Momonomi
breaker
just
in the
swinging in the
office.
background.
I don't care about a technicality like that.
That's not a
Peko's the
technicality.
one who tripped the breaker and caused the blackout.
By tripping the blackout directly from the office, Pekka was the one who caused the blackout? Is that really what happened? No. Oh god. After this debate, blue-colored weak spots will start appearing. If we call the weak spots you've been seeing up until now argue spots, the blue-colored weak spots will be called agree spots. When shooting agree spots with truth bullets, you need to flip your way of thinking. Oh no, it's more complicated. Instead of arguing that the other person's testimony contains lies or mistakes, please fire the truth bullets that prove the other person's testimony is correct. When your truth bullets merge with their weakness, it will become a logically sound agreement. Isn't it a little hot in here? From now on, you must infer whether it's best to argue or agree based on what's being debated. Okay. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh no, but this is wrong, right? We're refuting... What?
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any time.
That's impossible.
Huh? Why is it impossible?
Because I was not in the office.
Chiaki
Not even
again?
before the blackout.
What happened to your guard duty?
Sorry.
Oh, you weren't in the office? That's clearly a desperate excuse.
Just from listening to Peko's testimony, it's not weird to doubt her. But I feel like I spoke to someone during the investigation who totally backs up her testimony. What was Teru's account? That was about the gas stove. Chiaki was about Fuyuhiko. And what was the last one? Nekomaru?
Since Peko was in the office, she could have caused the blackout at any
I
time.
don't remember what Nekomaru's account
It's
is.
impossible.
Can I check? Oh. Okay. The bathroom.
Huh? Why is it
So it was
impossible?
her.
Because I was not in the office. Not even before the blackout.
I agree with that.
Oh, consent. Oh. Ah!
No, I think Peko is telling the truth.
Don't tell me you're crushing on Peko.
And yeah, it's nothing like that at all. Nekomaru's account is actually Pekko's alibi.
I've been trying to use it many times, but the door just won't open at all.
It's true.
Someone
was occupying the bathroom for a long time shortly after the party started. And it was finally freed up after Byakuya's body was discovered.
Then the person who was in the bathroom the whole time was actually...
I thought it was locked even before everyone came in.
Everyone else besides Pekko was in the dining hall after the party started, right?
I see. So there's no way anybody else could have locked themselves in the bathroom except Peko.
I guess that would be true.
You locked yourself in the commode? You should have said so earlier.
Soda.
There's no way she'd actually say that. Gosh, you're so insensitive.
Come on, Soda.
If she locked herself in the bathroom for that long, there's no doubt. It's shit.
You're also not sensitive.
Oh, there's no way she'd admit it. There's no way she'd admit she was taking a shit.
You are a little too obsessed with poop. Like, just...
Hey, weren't you guys taught any basic manners? Or were you raised in a locker room?
I'm sorry.
Good. That's right. Sit.
It's fine. How about we stop talking about this and move on to something else?
Okay, I was thinking it was either like she had an upset stomach or she was on her. She was PMSing.
The smell wasn't that strong. I used the bathroom right after you, so you can trust me.
Nekomaru, stop talking.
I said it's fine.
But still, you were in the bathroom for a really long time. Did you get food poisoning or something?
As soon as I stepped into the office, I felt this sudden rush of pain in my stomach. Because of that, I was unable to leave the bathroom, including when the blackout occurred.
Hey, how did it feel to do your
No.
business? Seriously, stop it.
Thank you. No.
But still, your stomach pain. Was that really just a coincidence?
Hey, what's the deal? Don't butt into other people's business, especially if you didn't do any investigation.
Yeah, fuck you, Fuyuhiko. You're the one who's like, it's none of my business.
I'm only butting in because you fucking idiots are out of your element.
Oh, cussing.
Stop this childish nonsense. Just what do you mean by coincidence?
Coincidence.
What I mean is it possible someone slipped her some laxatives?
Laxatives?
If so, the killer could have tripped the breaker as soon as that girl left the office, don't you think?
I see. That might have happened.
The question is whether Pekko's stomachache was a coincidence, or if someone intentionally caused it. Depending on the answer, the outcome of this trial could change drastically. Whoa, this is going in a very different direction than I expected. Party dishes? Let me look at my truth bullets again.
Did you eat it?
I don't think that's... Oh. Oh, but Akane didn't get sick, right?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
Is that what I
Taro
heard?
Taro cooked the food. How suspicious!
I wouldn't do anything like that. Laxatives would ruin the taste.
So ruin the taste or laxatives? I'm so bad at figuring out like what bullet I'm supposed to use on what.
Did you eat anything weird?
I don't remember eating anything weird.
Now that you mention it... You brought food to the office, right?
Just a little bit from the dining hall.
There might have been some laxatives in it, don't you think?
No, that's wrong.
But yeah, laxatives somehow, that kind of party food somehow counters laxatives.
No, it's impossible that laxatives were slipped into the food in the dining hall. Because Pekka wasn't the only one who ate that food. Akane ate some of it too.
See, that's what the logic that I was thinking, but like laxatives to like party food to, that doesn't make much sense. Okay, but anyways.
If the food had laxatives in it, I'm pretty sure Akane would have had stomach issues as well.
I feel totally fine.
Like I said, the dishes are innocent. Don't go making weird accusations.
I apologize for causing a scene.
Oh.
Fuyuhiko should apologize, not you. He's the one who made the laxative accusation.
Which was totally unhelpful to everything.
What the fuck did you say, bitch?
Oh, calm down, you fucker.
Cease this bickering.
Let's just dismiss Pekko's stomachache as a coincidence and go back to discussing the blackout. Yeah. We already know that, you trashy skank. You don't have to tell us.
Okay, some of these people I really hate, though.
Trashy skank?
Oh. As long as the murder happened during the blackout, then the blackout itself is what's actually important. So we need to make it very clear how the blackout occurred. This trial is very long already. Make your argument. The irons, we know that.
Who tripped the breaker and how did they do it? If you can't answer that, I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Okay.
Did they throw a stone and hit it?
No.
Maybe they used a remote control?
No.
They probably messed with the breaker.
Irons? This one?
It does not have to be the breaker.
No.
They may have tampered with the power supply and transmitters.
Yes, but...
Or maybe they caused a power surge?
Yeah, that one. Not that one?
With that.
Oh. It looks different, so I keep thinking I'm doing it wrong. Because normally if you're wrong with an argument, it'll explode. Or it'll do that.
Of course, that's not a coincidence. Someone caused it intentionally.
Way to be very dramatic. Someone caused it intentionally.
Which is why those 3 irons were arranged to cause the blackout.
When you found them right after the blackout, the irons were still on, right?
I guess he found them, so maybe he didn't.
So by leaving those irons on in the storage room, they deliberately caused a power surge.
Yeah, it seems that's how the killer caused the blackout.
Stupid fool! Hold on a second, let me speak too!
No, you're irritating and only talk about poop.
What the heck?
You say the irons in the storage room were used to trigger the blackout?
Uh-huh.
That's inexcusable!
Why? Oh, God. Oh, this game. AC type. I don't know which one is gonna...
If the irons in the storage room caused the... Then for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the store? Then that means everyone who was in the dining hall when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
I can't back down!
Oh! What? Was I pressing the wrong button? Was I supposed to left the right or the... I don't know.
If the irons in the storage room caused them for the killer to turn the irons on, you're saying they went all the way to the store?
Hang on. Trying to figure out...
When the blackout occurred, can't be a suspect.
Advance. Okay.
No, just because people were in the dining hall
So confused.
doesn't mean they're not a suspect.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons, then the killer had to go to the storage room before that.
This is really hard to know what the fuck is being said because it skips. Okay, let me try that one more time.
If the irons in the storage room caused the blackout,
Oh, God.
then for the killer to turn the irons off, you're saying they went all the way to the then that means everyone who was when the blackout occurred can't be a suspect.
I can't back down!
Oh, God. I'm still not sure which button it is.
Just because people were in the dining hall.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Doesn't mean they're not
WASD.
a
I'm gonna
suspect.
fire the truth blade.
But the people in the dining hall weren't able to cause the blackout. If the irons caused the blackout,
There.
Allow me to cut
Oh,
through
God,
those
finally. I was like, I knew what it was. It just kept freaking clicking away.
Irons are just one reason the blackout occurred, but they weren't the direct trigger. The direct trigger was when the air conditioners in the dining hall and office clicked on.
Air conditioners!
Yeah.
The timers for both air conditioners were set to 11:30 p.m.
11:30 p.m. Mr. Ham-Hands died around that time too!
I see. When the timers activated the air conditioners, the breaker was tripped and caused a blackout.
Uh-huh.
I see. I understand. Indubitably.
I don't like Nekomaru, I decided.
Indubitably?
They
Indubitably?
probably checked the old building's energy usage in advance and used the irons to nearly max it out. So once they set the air conditioner's timers, they just had to wait until they started up on their own.
See, it feels like Nagito because this kind of stuff has to go like you have to do this beforehand, before the party. And he was the one cleaning inside. And he told people not to go in the storage room because he didn't clean it. I feel, or Teru was cooking. So I feel like it's Nagito. Even though that doesn't really make sense. Or it's Byakuya himself. Like he somehow faked his own death and then, I don't know.
If so, even if Pekka was in the office, it still would have been possible to cause a blackout, indubitably.
Indubitably? Miss Sonia, not you too.
Regarding the energy usage, they probably asked Monokuma about
And
it.
Nagito can summon Monokuma.
Dun dun dun!
Is she right? Such a hateful bear! You deserve to die 1,000 deaths!
So funny.
1,000, you say? If I died that many times, I might really stay dead, you know?
You deserve to die 1,000 deaths.
Shut up! You guys just stay quiet!
Thank
I
you.
couldn't have prevented the blackout even if I was in the office. But even so, I feel regret. If I was in the office, I could have reset the breaker in time,
Oh.
and maybe the murder wouldn't have occurred.
No, the breaker in the office was built into a high area of the wall that's impossible to reach.
Which doesn't feel like a very good design now, does it?
Resetting the breaker in that darkness would have been impossible, no matter what.
Sounds like you don't need to blame yourself.
Even so, the killer is so sly. I'm starting to worry we may never actually find them.
You say that with that kind of a face. Okay.
It's alright. You don't have to worry. Because they're just a petty killer, right? They can't defeat symbols
Yeah,
of hope
man.
like you
They're just
guys.
a petty killer. We're symbols of hope. Oh, Nagita. Huh?
There's no way everybody will lose now. This little incident will just be a stepping stone for you all.
Wait, he sounds different now. Oh, it's not just the music. But, like, when I was making fun of him, doesn't he sound different?
In the end, hope always wins. That's what I believe.
Is this a symbol in his shirt something?
Nagito? What happened to you?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you have been saying this whole time that there's no way a killer could be among us.
Oh, is that so? Well, let's just put that minor detail aside for now and talk about the incident.
Was I right? Something is, even without the music cue, you can tell something definitely changed.
For now, we found out how the blackout occurred. But the question is, who caused it, right?
Because that he was talking a lot about like hope and despair, right? This whole time. And that sounded really sarcastic. And he's like, and hope always wins, you know? Okay.
Anybody could have hid and set the timers for the air conditioners. Setting up the irons in the storage room could have been done before Byakuya set foot in the old building.
What's going on?
What a shame. Any one of us is capable of that.
Oh, you sound so confident.
What are you implying?
He's just saying, after all this time, we still haven't made any progress.
Huh? Even though we have been arguing for so long?
It's been an hour, yeah, it's been a pretty long time.
Fortunately, it's the truth.
Oh, Monomi up there.
Despite the fact that we've discussed this at length, there's not even one clue that leads to the killer.
That's such a tell, though. if you're guilty, you don't be like, oh no, guess we have no idea who it is, guys.
But that might be because there's no way any of us could be a killer.
Unless it really was like somehow Byakuya killed himself or
You're
something.
changing your story again?
Anyway, I have an idea about what we all should do at this point. Has anyone thought about our situation like this? Instead of surviving by doubting others, isn't it better to get killed for believing in others?
No. No.
Doesn't that mean... Are you saying we should all just give up and die?
Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you.
You guys only think there's something wrong with me because there's something wrong with
I
you.
knew Nagito wasn't a nice guy like that.
Suspecting each other like this. There's no way that's healthy behavior. Let's stop this already. We don't have to find out who the killer is. I can't stand this anymore. I don't want to do this to my friends.
Oh, I hate him all of a sudden. I hate that, like, oh no, let's not. Oh.
I don't want to do this either.
Me too! Please, take me home already! I want to go home and eat candy!
You are like an 8-year-old.
Stop it. If everyone acts like this, I'm gonna...
Everyone calm down.
We're all friends, aren't we? There's no way one friend
There's
would
no
murder
way
another.
one fan would murder another.
Then why did Byakuya die?
Who cares? Let's just give up already. There are no clues that lead to the killer anyway. Not a single one.
That's wrong,
Chiaki.
I think.
Oh, she's sweet.
Did you say something?
He's never made that face before.
Guys, we've already found a clue that might point to who the killer is.
A clue, you say?
Please don't be Gundam.
You know who the killer is?
The killer? I don't know. But we do have a clue about a suspicious person. I think.
Save us, Chiaki.
Let's see. Then care to tell me, what's this clue you're talking about?
Are you getting nervous?
First of all, let's try thinking about how the killer was able to obtain the knife during the blackout.
Didn't we already cover that? They use glowing paint as a mark.
No, not that. I mean before that.
Before? Is she asking how the killer got close to that table? Even if they had to obtain the knife by relying on the glow from the paint in order to do that, they needed to get close to that table while it was still dark.
Let's try examining the situation. My hero's diagram
Wasn't
might be
Hajime the one closest?
The diagram of where everyone was standing before the blackout, right? Here it is.
But please tell me Gundam wasn't close, right? It was Nagito! Just as I thought, this diagram is the clue. Who the killer is and how they were able to move to the table in the dark. It's clearly shown in the diagram. Oh, did they use the power cable to like move, like fuel their way? First, we need to discuss how the killer was able to move to that table in the dark. The killer probably used something to help them move in the dark. Spot selection. Can I click on this?
Here! The killer must have used the desk lamp to move to that table in the dark.
Did I do it?
The desk lamp? I hope you don't mean they turned on a light or something.
Obviously not, Nagito.
There was a blackout. There's no way the killer could have used the desk lamp.
Actually use the power cord.
I can prove it with this.
Okay, I thought I got it wrong.
They didn't turn the desk lamp on. They used its power cord.
I really do like Hajime's voice acting more than Makoto's. Instead of the now I understand. He sounds very. He sounds much more sure of himself and like faster.
They could have felt their way to that table using the power cord, right? By doing that, the killer was able to move to the table, then use the glowing paint to find the knife.
I'm so curious about the second tablecloth now.
And there's only one person here who could have done that.
Who?
The only person here who could have possibly done it. Oh, I gotta choose a boy. Hey, Nagito.
You're the only one! Nagito, it was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Judging from everyone's positions before the blackout, the only person near the power cord was you.
Which means the only one who could have felt their way to the table using the power cord was Nagito!
That's just a coincidence.
But still, you had a chance, right? A
Maybe
chance to
he
hide
had
the knife
planned
under the
it.
table?
Maybe he didn't do it. Nagito's chance was when he was cleaning.
I see!
Maybe this is the red herring.
Nagito, weren't you
I'm
cleaning
still
the
wondering about
dining hall
Gundam's
all
earring.
morning?
I'm scared about that.
If so, you would have had a chance to hide the knife.
That's...
If you factor in the power cord and the time you spent cleaning, you're the only one who could have done it.
Seriously! That's all just a coincidence!
If it was just one coincidence, it'd be fine. But when it's one right after another, I wonder, is something like that even possible?
Could it be? Did you give yourself cleaning duty on purpose so you could hide the knife under the table?
Oh, isn't he the ultimate lucky student too?
Now that you mention it, Nagito did prepare the drawing to pick who cleaned the dining hall.
To be honest, I already prepared a drawing because I assumed something like this would happen. To go to the trouble of preparing this, just what did you think would happen? Whoever draws the chopsticks with the red mark on it will be in charge of cleaning, okay? Does that sound fair?
You rigged the drawing, didn't you? That's how you got picked to clean the dining hall, isn't it?
I don't know if you're the killer or not, but regardless, it proves that you're suspicious, right?
If that's the case, that strange speech you made earlier, that was part of your plan too.
Well, was that not, like, super obvious?
You got us to lower our guard and tried to hide the fact that you did it, didn't you, you motherfucker?
Well, just admit it already!
Nagito, tell me you object to this. Frankly, I don't want to believe it either. We investigated together. You were so kind. I can't believe you're the one who killed Byakuya. Nagito.
He's gonna say something and just be like, oh, it's not him. Or he's gonna choke. I don't like that face. I don't like that at all. That's actually like super nightmare fuel.
The Ultimates are working together to combat the despair of their friend's death! Ah, how wonderful! How beautiful it is!
Huh?
Oh, thank you! At that moment, Nagito's eyes. The darkness in his eyes shone brightly as if layers upon layers of darkness were folding into each other. As if hope and despair had been crudely mixed together.
Let's cut to the chase. You're correct. It was my doing all along.
But what about the second tablecloth? And the missing skewer?
I'm the one who hid the knife under the table before the party started.
And Gundam's earring.
I'm the one who used the power cord to find my way to the table in the dark. And of course, I'm the one who caused the blackout. After all, there's no way I'd knowingly whip out a knife in front of everyone, right?
But he's so creepy now.
Is it just me, or does he seem a little nuts right now?
It's not just you.
But I never expected Byakuya to have night vision goggles. Because of that, we had ourselves a little scuffle under the table. And, well, You all saw how that played out. But with a twist ending like this, I think we can all agree.
I feel like
set
he's
it up
just
being
trying
a
to do
very
this
interesting mystery.
to make it so that we're wrong, so everyone dies.
Byakuya performed admirably.
But he's really freaking me out right now.
Just stop it already! Seriously! What the hell happened to you?
Don't tell me. Is this your true nature? Were you lying to us this entire time?
Me? Lie? That's outrageous. There's no way someone like me could ever lie to you guys. I understand better than anyone else that I'm ultimately worthless. I'm too arrogant to have dreams or cling to hope. I'm too disdainful to actually try at anything. I've made peace with the fact that I'm a lowly, stupid, insignificant human who can't do anything right.
Oh no.
Holy crap! He's totally the type of guy who spent his childhood killing neighborhood pets!
He seems like the sort of person whose eyes light up while watching Friday the 13th. Just like me.
Sonia, what?
That's quite the hobby you have there. But, like, now's not really the time to bring it up.
This guy, is he the real Nagito?
Hey, Nagito. If you were behind all of this, then did you also send that threatening letter?
Yep, I sure did.
That's what I thought, because he told us to check Byakuya's cabin, which seemed very out of the blue, and like, how would you know to do that?
There's nobody else on this island whose handwriting is that painful
Wow.
to look at, right?
This guy needs like a serious shot of self-esteem. Is it because he's not an ultimate, but he loved Hope Peaks Academy so much?
But why would you send a threatening letter in the first place?
I think somewhere deep in my heart.
See, this all sounds like
I was
bullshit,
probably
though.
hoping to find someone who would stop my evil deeds. Well, I bet if that really was my reason, at least some of you would feel sorry for
Oh,
me.
okay.
Are you making fun of us?
By threatening Byakuya, Nagito was likely able to manipulate his actions.
Then how about that old-looking building near the hotel? Well, if it's just cleaning, leave it to me. I'm actually pretty good at it.
In doing so, Nagito was able to manipulate everyone to the scene where the murder would occur. Am I wrong?
You're kinda not, Chiaki.
That reminds me. Nagito was the one who suggested I guard the office.
Yeah, see? Well, not only is the storage room packed with lots of stuff and it's hard to see in there and full of cobwebs. And I was so busy cleaning the dining hall that I didn't even have time to clean the storage room. You stayed in there for a long time. I think it would be bad for your house so they wouldn't see the irons. In that case, why don't you guard the case in the office?
Oh, I get it. If Pekka was guarding the storage room, Nagito wouldn't have been able to use the iron.
I'm still suspicious.
The threatening letter, along with all your suggestions. It was all a trap to manipulate us.
Yep, that's true too. But you're wrong about one thing.
Huh? What?
I didn't need to rig the drawing for cleaning duty, you know?
Is he the ultimate unlucky student?
If that's true, then how did you conveniently get picked for cleaning duty?
I see. Well, there's no way I'd expect you to remember it. A worthless talent for a worthless human.
Oh, I guess lucky, but lucky for him. Nagito's talent? I believe his talent is
I see!
the ultimate lucky student.
You're the ultimate lucky student. Then, did you?
That's right. I just trusted my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty.
It's like Celeste gambling. She never loses.
You just relied on your luck? It's not just luck. It's true my talent sucks, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know?
Huh? I'm left with a red mark? For someone called the ultimate lucky student. Haha. For someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now.
At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky. But it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty. Just like I wanted.
He's really got the crazy eyes, man.
Enough. I don't care about that anymore. More importantly, why did you kill Byakuya? Answer me!
Byakuya was a very capable leader. For someone like
The
him
despair
to get
thing
killed,
again.
oh,
Wasn't
the despair it brings.
okay? If you haven't seen Danganronpa 1, Trigger Happy Havoc, go watch it now before I spoil who's the person at the end. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wasn't Junko part of like an organization to like bring about despair to the world?
It's only fitting.
So is he
these
also?
Symbols of hope should use his death as a stepping stone to shine even brighter.
Or because she wasn't just acting on her own, right? Because there was also just even the tragedy that was caused by like an organization, right? I just can't remember if it was ever named or.
That was my only motivation.
You're not making any sense!
Fine, let's start the damn vote already. I'm ready to fucking kill this psycho.
Please, Monokuma! Please, wait!
Why?
Huh? The fuck?
How should I put this? It is not
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah.
What are you saying? He's already confessed, hasn't he?
I already know that, but
I knew it.
there's just
I knew it. There's something strange
If it's
in the
only a little,
neighborhood.
then keep your mouth shut. Your ugly face is stressing me out.
Oh my
Makes
god,
me wanna
Kyoko.
puke.
If she's right, she's literally saving your life. So shut the fuck up.
I'm sorry.
For now, might I suggest we listen to what she has to say?
Thank you, Sonia.
But we know who the killer is.
Simply listening is acceptable.
Please don't. Oh no, but what if that means it's Gundam? I don't know if I can handle this right now.
However, I won't allow this to end with mere play. Now then, let us lift the curtain for our bloody spectacle.
And the skewer. Oh. From this point on, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they touch these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. Please time your truth bullets just right so they won't get interrupted by the white noise. By the way, if the tofu— yeah, it's not. I have it on normal. In that case, all it means is this explanation didn't mean anything. Okay. But please don't worry, I'm not going to fall into despair. Even though it's meaningless, allow me to say one more thing. In this debate, you won't be able to shoot down the white nose. That will be explained later. If you press the start button during these arguments, you can read the start button. Escape key? Okay, so I can't remove the white noise. Normally you can right click to remove the white noise, but Kazuichi's account? Autopsy results, maybe?
I think it's strange that
The killer is so obviously Nagito!
He has already confessed.
you know,
That bastard Nagito is the one who did it.
Is she not gonna say anything? Okay, it's
He
probably
killed Byakuya with the knife he hit.
this. Yes,
No, that's wrong!
it wasn't. Does that mean Byakuya was
That knife
already
might not
dead?
be the murder weapon. That's what you wanted to say, right? Miko?
Gundam.
What the hell are you talking about? It's obvious the knife was the murder weapon.
but based on the entry wounds on Byakuya's body, the actual weapon should be roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
A knife would probably be like, I don't know, an inch?
5 millimeters in diameter? That's like way skinnier than a knife.
Hey, that better be true. If you screwed up, I'll sell your fucking ass to a whorehouse.
That is not okay. That is, you need a timeout, sir. You need to leave next. You need to leave this island. And by that I mean die.
Not a whorehouse. Hey, why are you threatening her?
Yeah.
Is this what you're trying to say, Mikan? As long as we can't prove that the knife is the murder weapon, we can't assume that I'm the killer.
What are you saying? No one else can be the killer. It has to be you.
Hey, don't blame me. Mikon's the one who said it.
I'm sorry. Hey, Nagito. Are you still hiding something?
Hiding?
Like, during the blackout, did something happen between you and Byakuya that we don't know about?
Who knows?
After all this, what else do you intend to hide?
Jeez, the moment your back's against the wall, you get all silent. You piss me off.
What happened during the blackout?
Ugh! If you cross your eyes like this, it gives you double vision.
Ibuki.
Don't get distracted. Our lives are at stake, you know?
Ibuki.
Huh? Whose life is at stake?
Akane.
Seriously, how long is it gonna take for you to understand the damn rules?
Nobody can see in the dark, no matter how hard you think about it. The truth is beyond your sight. Don't you think that's a pretty clever metaphor? Despite the fact that it came from me.
Shut up, Nagito.
No, that's not
Your
it.
like self-deprecation is just it's
Not it. What's not it?
Oh, the truth is beyond your sight. No, that can't be it. There should be some way to find out what happened in the dark. Ibuki's account? Where are you?
I can prove it with this.
I like how his one little hair
Even
stalk
if we
was
couldn't
like,
see what happened in
boop,
the
boop,
dark.
boop, boop.
I'm pretty sure someone could have heard it. Isn't that right, Ibuki?
Oh, reals?
I'm not so surprised.
You were the one who told me, remember? How everyone was shouting during the blackout?
Everyone, calm down. We gotta stay calm in a situation like this.
But then if it wasn't, did Nagito maybe just wasn't able to capitalize on that? And someone else got to Byakuya before he did? And took advantage of it?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
Someone stepped on her feet. Maybe to leave?
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
This is... Like, what if he found a body? Is it a double murder? Well, no, like, who else would be the other murdered one? I just, because...
Ow!
Ow. Maybe someone was gonna kill Nagito? And Byakuya saved him?
Turn the damn lights on. I can't eat like this, you know.
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
Perhaps the breaker overloaded?
Hold on a sec. I'll go along the wall and do something about it.
Such perceptive hearing. Impressive. I'd
Maybe
expect
that's
no
why
less
he's all
from the
like,
ultimate musician.
like sarcastic and like bitter about it. He's
It's a good
feeling
thing
guilty.
your ears are awesome because your face, style, figure, and personality totally suck.
You've cut me deep with your knife of truth.
But that was so cheerful sounding.
After hearing what Byakuya and Nagito said in the dark,
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
it almost sounds like Byakuya fought back against Nagito or something.
Or that.
Well, that's actually what happened.
Huh?
As a sign of respect for Ibuki's talent, I have a small confession to make. I was actually shoved out from under the table by Byakuya.
He shoved you out?
Just as the blackout occurred, I hurried to duck under the table and grab the knife. But Byakuya, wearing his night vision goggles, caught me and shoved me right out from under the table. That's right. I'm so incompetent that I couldn't
Oh
even
my
grab the knife.
God. This dude. So, Byakuya stopped him when he was trying to get the knife. And he got shoved out from under the table before he could even grab it? Well, it sounds plausible. I mean, just from listening to what they both said at the time.
What the hell?
We heard this like 3 times already. Ow! I could interpret it like that. No, actually, now that I think about it, that sounds like exactly what happened.
After getting shoved out from under the table, I was just as confused as you guys. I lost sight of the glowing paint, and I didn't even know where the power cord was. Before I realized it, the lights had come back on, and Byakuya's body was lying under the table.
Hold on!
But you're not the one who found him.
Are you saying you're not the killer?
From the very beginning, the idea to throw a party, hiding the knife, setting up the blackout, it was all going according to plan.
No.
But unfortunately, my plan failed.
I don't like
And
him
all thanks to Byakuya's
anymore.
night vision goggles. What happened after that? Even I don't know.
You failed? Then you're not the one who killed Byakuya?
So why did you want to give up
Right
anyway?
back to square one!
How can that be? We spent all this time talking back and forth.
Meaninglessness. What other word is brimming with so much despair?
I think you're the ultimate emo.
But you can't give up. You need to have hope. Do your
Or
best
the
and
ultimate
move
crazy
forward.
eyes.
Rising to the challenge again and again is why you guys are the symbols of hope.
Ultimate obsessiveness? Is Nagito really not the killer? Is this guy really the Nagito I knew before? No, there's no way I could say that. I just thought I knew him, but this whole time I didn't know anything about this guy. I didn't know his true character. It's as simple as that. But now's not the time for me to dwell on that. We need to find Byakuya's killer by any means possible. Because if we don't, we will die here. That's gonna be Gundam, isn't it? Suspended?
Well now.
But now then, the class trial has reached its climax, but... Okay, here's a question for you. What's this? To those of you who figured out who it is, how about you try out the Guess the Killer challenge? Whoever fails to guess the right killer will have their save data melt away like butter. But if you guess right, I'll reward you with $10 billion. 10 billion? Of course, for those of you who don't know who the killer is, you can just continue
Now
on.
then, what are you gonna do?
Don't tell me this is real. What? B, guess the killer challenge? Just kidding, you can't make a choice. There's no way you'd be able to guess who the killer is. And of course,
there's no $10 billion either.
I got really surprised when we started speaking at the same time.
You're so evil!
Villain, you truly are a villain. Yes. Okay, wait. Oh my god. So many things just happened. So, Nagito failed. So I don't want to continue the game if it's Gundam. He's so cool and like, he's kind of cringe, but like, he's such a unique dude and he's one of my favorites. Why can't it be like, no, but he dropped his earring and then he got it again and then clearly the guy was stabbed with the skewers and... But how did he get the skewer in the first place then? I don't know. But okay, I'm gonna leave... Maybe I'll leave this here. And then we can come back to the climax of this trial and then the execution after for whoever it's gonna be. But now we have to be wary of Nagito and he's fucking crazy. Ugh. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Oh god, do you know? Don't tell me if you know. Do you know? I don't. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for notifications when I put out new videos, and then you'll see for the next video for when I finish this fucking trial. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.